What's up, Vanguard people? It's Zagzag here. I got a box opening for you guys. This box opening is for Card Wars, a new trial deck that came out for the Adventure Time themed card game, Card Wars. This deck, I guess it's a deck. They're kind of like a two-player kit thing you can play with a buddy if you grab them, and you kind of figure out how to divvy it up. From the past anyway, the decks are not equal. I think you should probably draft them or split them up evenly. But this is Ice King, assuming he's Blue Plains, and Marceline, which is, I assume, the useless swamp attribute cards. I picked it up for $20, as you can see. You can probably find it for $1 or $2 cheaper online, but I mostly buy Card Wars whenever my card shop just puts them out, leaves them out there. I'm like, when did this come in? Oh, we got it, the other day. So all right, pick it up, $20 to see what's inside. Looking at the box, seems like they introduced a new mechanic with heroes or whatever that do certain abilities. And the contents are as 2 40-card decks, 8 oversized game tiles, which are the landscapes that you play on, lots and lots of hit point tokens, 2 oversized hero cards, which I assume are the 2 cards you see here, and 4 frozen tokens, which was a mechanic that I saw on the cards here, it looks like. But without further ado, let's see if we can get this open. Well, that's a mini life hack there. Alright. Alright. And this is what you see. First is the rule book. I cannot stress this enough for people who don't think that I'm playing the card game right. I mean, it's partially true, but the rules include things like talking about how you can play creatures of different attributes on different landscapes. So a swamp can go on an ice, or an ice can go on a swamp. One thing that we have been doing wrong is that you do need to floop your creature, when you attack, you tap it at the top. When you use its floop ability, you tap it and put it at the bottom. That's one thing we haven't been doing, but this is a rule book. There's a PDF online. I'll Google it, maybe add it to this video as a link here for you guys to check it out if you're interested. So first we have the 2 hero cards. First is Ice King. First time a creature you control attacks down an empty lane during each of your turns, it has +1 attack. So I guess the first time... So if the creature attacks down a lane for the first time ever, it gets a + attack. But if it's not the first, it doesn't get an attack. Hopefully have more clarification. And Marceline, your creatures with 5 or more damage on them have +1 attack. So I guess her creatures must be pretty bulky. Hero cards, Card Wars. They're much bigger than the standard size, because you can already see that they're basically the size of your landscape. Now we have our landscapes. So landscapes are the big tiles from my other videos that you use to play creatures on. You have 4 landscapes. Each player gets 4, and they're what determine what cards and what size cards you can actually play. And these being the frozen counters, so little pegs that you can pop out. And you may not play creatures onto this landscape or move by discarding a card during your turn. Interesting. I guess that's the frozen attribute. They come out with the damage counters. We use dice to count because it's a lot, much cleanlier. If you have 20-sided dice from Magic spin downs, it's probably lots easier. They give you 8. So they gave us 4 icy lands. So I guess it's different from the Blue Plains that I recall. Nice lands, which are ones we've seen before from the Princess Bubblegum one. And Useless Swamp, that's been around forever. But the Icy Lands are a new landscape. Alright, so these are both the 40-card decks. This is a card I thought I might see in the Ice King's deck just because it's an empty lane type creature. This guy is super busted. He is a free-to-play card, an Ice Baby. +3 attack if your opponent doesn't have a creature in this lane. So he's free to play. Man, I hate opening these things sometimes. Did I get it? Nope, I failed. I wonder if my little sword will work. Sing. Nope, too difficult. Half this video is gonna be you guys just watch me trying to open up these cards. Jeez. I picked up this little tiny sword from Japan, by the way. It's so cool. I mean, a total tourist trap. You can tell, but I think it's worth it just because it has its own little sheath and everything. Alright, first card, Nice Ice Babies. I get 2, that's good. I think it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can only have 3 cards, 3 copies of a card in the deck from my memory. Spike Icicle. He's got 3 attack for a 0, that's pretty good. Cold Soldier. Icy Lands creature. +3 attack while your opponent does not control a creature in this lane. Wow, I guess so. This is definitely the Ice King part of it. This card's really good. I love this for my Rush deck. Abdominal Snowman's abs. +3 attack while your opponent does not control a creature in this lane. Another really big guy, because with the blue plane stuff, you can switch them in the lanes, they get another +3 attack. Ice Meister. At the start of each of your turns, deal 1 damage to each creature on a landscape with a frozen token on it. He's beefy. Oh. Sprucey Lucy. Sprucey Lucy has +1 attack for each landscape with a frozen token on it. Player's control. Interesting. Flute. Draw a card for each landscape with a frozen token on it. Player's control. 4/4. That's pretty good too. Wonder how easy it is to get frozen. Pay an action. Freeze a landscape in this lane. So I guess I don't know if you can freeze your opponents or not. I assume you can. He's also pretty big. Slave Rider. Flute. Deal 3 damage to target creature on a landscape with a frozen counter on it. That's pretty big. Frozen Fish. When Frozen Fish deals damage to a creature, you may freeze a landscape in this lane. Wow, this frozen stuff's pretty big. Flute. Heal 1 damage from each of your creature for each landscape with a frozen counter on it. Emperor Penguin. Gunter. Creatures on this landscape with a frozen counter on it have -1 attack. Destroy Snow Bunny. Freeze target landscape. Each adjacent creature has +2 attack this turn. I like that card right here. Border Collie. If you haven't noticed, a lot of the cards in Card Wars are punny. Move a Border Collie to any of your empty landscapes. If either landscape in that lane is frozen, gain an action. So he's really good with the blue plane stuff too. Too bad there's only 1 copy of him. Frosty Frolic. It's a spell. Target player discards 1 card from her hand for each landscape with a frozen counter. Freeze 2 landscapes. That's the spell you were looking for right there. Freeze target landscape, then draw a card. Freeze each of your opponent's landscapes. What? What? I'll have to look up this freeze attribute thing. Deal 1 damage to target creature. If that creature is on a landscape with a frozen token, deal 3 damage instead. That frozen guys seem good. Creature on a landscape with a frozen token on it in this lane cannot attack or use abilities. Pay an action. Freeze target landscape in this lane. Snow business. When a landscape in this lane becomes frozen, deal 2 damage to target creature. Alright then. That's the first part. That was obviously just the all frozen. I mean, as we've seen from these frozen things, you may not play creatures onto this landscape removed by discarding a card during your turn. Oh, this one looks much easier. Nope, I spoke too soon. But the landscapes are pretty cool. I'm actually really tempted to... I know I'm really bad with putting up videos. So incredibly bad with putting up videos. But I mean, me and my friends always mean to get into it. I mean, as you can tell, this is mostly a buddy fight channel. I mean, there's some card fight I mean, you can see there's a tear thing right here for it the whole time. But you can see that it's mostly buddy fights, so that's a lot of the content. I mean, we haven't played Card Wars in quite a while, actually. Hopefully we start with being inspired by these new decks. Furious Chick. 0 free cost. +1 attack for each damage on it. That could be pretty good. Giving the people the stink eye. Black Hole Pendant. Target creature has +X attack, where X is the number of different landscape types your opponent controls. That could be pretty good too. Blood Transfusion. Remove from game a card in any player's discard pile. Heal X damage from target creature, where X is the cost of the card removed this way. I like that. There's only one in here. More chickens. Furious Rooster. I guess not really chicken. Has +1 for each damage on it. I was going to say this would combo well with Nice Lands, but it's already a Nice Lands creature. Floop. Draw a card. If this card has 5 or more damage on it, draw another card. Cotton Pult. Floop. Deal 1 damage to target creature. If Cotton Pult has 5 or more damage on it, it heals 1 damage and readies. So I wonder if ready is the name for standing it back up so you can attack with it. That's pretty good. Wait, what? It heals 1 damage and readies. I'll have to look that up because I feel maybe you can only floop a card once per turn. Dr. Stuffenstein. Nice Lands creature. Floop. Heal 2 damage from a creature on an adjacent landscape. If Dr. Stuffenstein has 5 or more damage on it, heal 2 damage from each of your creatures instead. That's pretty good. Furious Hen. +1 for each damage on it. It's got 10 life. While Paper Cut Tiger has exactly 5 damage, it has +5 attack. Oh, I hate these weird situational cards. Pentade. Heal exactly 5 damage from target creature you control. No more and no less. Auto Plucker. Floop. Heal or deal 1 damage to your creature in this lane. So I guess to help get those target numbers like the 5 damage, for example. The Big Hen House. At the start of your turn, deal 1 or 2 damage to your creature in this lane. Then you heal 1 life. Healing life in this is really helpful. Bog Banshee Angel. Pay an action. Remove all damage on this creature. Move all damage on this creature to target creature. Wow, that's really good. Banshee Princess. Looks like bubblegum. When Banshee Princess enters play, you may remove a token from an adjacent landscape. So I think those are the frozen counters, maybe. Floop. Each opponent discards a card with 0 cost or reveals a hand with none. So you can look at your opponent's hand. Bog Bomb. If Bog Bomb leaves play while ready, each opponent discards a random card. Not sure what ready. Again, I'll have to look at that up. Unicyclops. At the start of your turn, each player draws a card and then discards a card. I like this card. It's really good for the discard deck that I had too. Man Witch. Whenever a foe discards a card, deal 1 damage to that foe. That's what I'm talking about. That's the card we needed. When Banshee Queen enters play, you may remove a token from an adjacent landscape. Do we have one of these? She Angel. No. Bog Frog Bomb. If Bog Frog Bomb leaves play while ready, deal 2 damage to each opposing creature. Deal 2 damage to each opposing creature. Bums Away. Target foe may discard a card. If they do not, deal 2 damage to each of their creatures. Oh, there you go. That's a pretty good spell. It's only 1, 2, so you can play 2 in a row. Bloodbath. Target foe may discard a card with cost 2 or greater. If they do not, deal 5 damage to that foe. What? Discard a card with 2 or greater, deal 5? That's... oh man, talk about your direct damage. Useless swamp building. Funeral home. Whenever a foe discards a card, your creatures in this line has +1 attack until end of turn. Cardboard mansion. Cardboard mansions cost 1 less to play for every 5 cards in your discard pile. 5. Flute. Gain an action. So, I mean, it's not too hard to do. The discard-centric deck that I had, try to get out the Teeth Leaf pretty easily. This is still pretty big though, but getting an action is really good in this game, so being able to play 3 things, given you have all the draw power you need. That's the box opening for the new Ice King versus Marceline Card Wars deck. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully we get some more Card Wars stuff. I'll probably add a playlist for all of my Card Wars stuff going forward, in the hopes that I will get some more Card Wars content. And so I thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.